it's Ronnie. I got something cool. Just for better space, came in. It's one of these. A so-called negative ion air purifier generator. This one's a little odd. This is a different style of what I was expecting, but yeah, I'm gonna have to take this one. I got two. I'm gonna have to take this one apart and see how it works because it's very strange. Usually these, okay, if it's making negative ions, what's inside of this thing is a little tiny transformer and some kind of a point or fiber between another plate of steel with a hole, and taking 120 volts, there's a sealed, packed little potted transformer that's pumping probably 100 to 200,000 volts AC through a little point and inside of a hole, and it makes a corona discharge. And that corona discharge, it's very low amps, okay, but it could melt down and burn up. You know, this one's made in China, but I'm going to check it out. But here's how these work. I have big ones. It says it's a negative ion generator. Well, negative ions are caused by a high voltage corona discharge. And then if you have negative ions for purifying the air, if you have enough of them, and this ain't going to do it all, if you have enough negative ions, every negative ion will connect, floating through a molecule, will flow through the air and hook to a possibly charged dust particle or whatever, and it'll stick to it and it'll grab it. So it'll neutralize it, but then all that dust or dirt, it's neutralized, but it falls all down to whatever's underneath and it sticks to all your shit. It'll stick to the wall. But this one's really cool because I know what they all are. It's a little ozone generator, which ozone kills bacteria. It's not good for humans if you got a crap ton of ozone, all right? It's not good for humans. But this little thing doesn't make enough ozone to even be close to where it would be dangerous to a human in an area in any room. But the only way I can tell, this is the only place I have under cabinet, I can smell it. I thought maybe I could hear a buzz from it, but no. But I can smell ozone, and I'll explain why. Just a slight, barely anything. I don't know if I like this design. I might have to try a different one. They were like 2 for $14 off of eBay. But here's the kicker I'm going to show you, and it does have an on-off button, and they're made in China, and it's got a little micro transformer pumping about 100,000 volts through a little feeler thing. Usually they have a little steel pin that pokes through another wired to the other side transformer, a plate with a hole in it, but they're small, okay? And that pin shoots juice, and it basically arcs across the two stainless steel little parts from the pin to the plate. And if you have the lights turned off, if you have the part, you'll see a blue glow. That's a corona discharge from the high voltage. This one's different. I don't know if I like it because right on the box it says, and I'm going to show you why. It says instructions, warning. Please paste transparent glue or other stickers on the wall corresponding to the brush on the back of the anion purifier because the negative ion release to a paint at a short distance for a long time, the wall will change color. If it's a tile wall, you don't need stickers. Keep your hands dry when plugging in. Don't touch the liquid or water. Don't dismantle a machine by yourself. Yeah, right. Yeah, well, if you don't know what you're doing, there's a couple 100,000 volts in there, and there's got to be a capacitor. But now, I said, usually they got a circle. Just think of this as like 40 times the size. They'll have a circle, and then they'll have a steel pin, that points toward into that circle just this far away, and runs that voltage in AC across, so it's basically arcing and gapping, but it's not far enough to burn any of the steel, but it causes a corona discharge, which makes ozone. Ozone in high molecular per million is not good for humans. It will make you sick and make your eyes burn, but it kills everything. It kills insects. If it's dangerous, I have a big ozone generator, okay? I have an ozone generator that's as big as this lunchbox. Made for that. It has a freaking cooling fan. It's 110 volt. It's that big. Yeah, you plug it in a room, shut the door, get out on a timer. Within 10 seconds, if you're, this far away, it'll burn your eyes. Because ozone kills every freaking bacteria, insect, anything that causes smells. I use them for getting odors out of cars, campers, homes. You have a dead mouse. Reason I got dead mouse got underneath the cabinets in my bathroom, died there. And couldn't find it. Stunk in the middle of summers when he started. Well, I got my big ozone generator out, plugged it in, closed the doors in the bathroom, opened the drawers. No more stinky. I'm sure there's a dead skeleton of a mouse somewhere that's gone underneath, but it kills all the insects. It kills everything. Insects and all shit. Now this one's really weird. Like I said, usually got a pinhole and they'll have like airflow holes around and slots. This one is using the surface of the wall as a reflector somehow, and I'll show you instead of, I don't know if it has a pin inside or if the high voltage is coming off this little feeler. I'll show you here. I don't know if I really see it right here. Look at it sideways. Right, you see that little carbon fiber brush sticking out? That's where all the voltage is going, and I don't know if that's just cheaper to make. But that little carbon fiber, if that's an extra ground and it's using the contact any surface, which would be your wall, which is electrically conductive, negative, because you have a negative ground terminal, even if it's there, there's enough, but I ain't seen no corona discharge or nothing off of that because it's not dark, and it's, even though it's high voltage, that's a pretty good gap. I'm going to take the other one apart, or this one apart, but I can smell a little ozone. If you know what ozone is, if you smelled it, you know it. Oh yeah, it don't do much. It makes a little, which over time in a room, like the size of a bedroom, it'll take the smells away, and it will make negative ions, and some of the dust will fall out, and it'll get all over your furniture and your bed. But this is not powerful enough to really hurt anyone. But I can smell just a tiny. I was hoping it put out more ozone. It's like just turn it on for an hour or two in the back bedrooms or whatever, and then turn them off before I go to bed. Because, I don't have a lot of airflow through them back bedrooms in my little shop here and stuff. But yeah, that little brush, I'm going to have to take one of these apart. It don't look too difficult. It looks like 3 screws. Yeah, and then watch out for big giant capacitor that's really tiny and short it across before I do anything. Yeah, it's a carbon brush. If I get it apart and I find it, because it's different, I was hoping it was just the regular pinpoint through the hole deal with little vents all the way around and slots in it. This carbon brush deal, I don't know if and it says, with this you have to put a piece of tape against your wall or something. Cellophane tape will do it, just because negative ions will draw dirt and smoke and it'll stain your freaking wall. It's not going to burn a hole in it. But I'm going to see, I think maybe Big Clyde took one of these apart and showed. I was hoping it was one of those with the pinhole, not the brush. But I can smell a little ozone, so hopefully it'll do what I need it to do, during the day. I'm not going to leave it plugged in and turned on while I'm gone. But, if it puts out a little ozone in a main bedroom, if I do it a couple days in a row, it should, help a little. And they're cheap. But I was hoping for the one you could look right into the frickin' holes and see the corona discharge going. This one, but it's pretty bright. But I'll get back to that. But this is cool, man. Now, it is a negative ion generator. But the way you make negative ions is through